Hello, it's us. It's me, Rob, and I've got my gorgeous children here. Who are you, little one? EP. And who's this?
I'm Scarlett.
This is Scarlett. These are my gorgeous children. Very, very welcome to our magical world of Rob's Wild Adventures. Today we're not going out into the fields, we're not climbing trees, we're not jumping in rivers, we're not going in swamps. We're staying a little bit closer to home, and this is our home. Did you know that right around us right now there are oodles and oodles of really cool beasties? So me and my two amazing children here, we're going to show you some of the beasties that literally live right under our own doorstep. So I think the first place that we're going to start with is right around the doorstep itself. There's some really cool nooks and crannies down there. So we're going to have a good old look and we'll see what monsters lie beneath our very nose. Hiding under this leaf litter. Look, really familiar little guy. Look, rolling into a ball. They do this defensively. Is of course the woodlouse. Now woodlouse is actually a type of crustacean. They live here on the land. And they roll into a ball like this for defence, to stop predators like me trying to eat them or squish them. They normally just scurry around in the leaf litter like this. They live in amongst all this soil and all these leaves, and they feed on all of it as well. They break it all down and they gradually make it the soil. So they're actually really, really useful beasties. And the other thing about these guys, and I really, really wish I could show you, and I mentioned it in the article that I wrote for the Watch magazine not so long ago, is that normally wherever you get woodlice, oh here he goes, he's starting to wake up. But normally wherever you get woodlice, you get this utterly awesome predator called a woodlouse spider. I'm really hoping we can find you one, because they are the bee's knees. And looking up from the doorstep, look what we've just seen. That is a really beautiful caterpillar. Oh my goodness, look at that. Even got a gorgeous dewdrop or two on its back, making it look even more stunning. This is one of the yellowtail or browntail moth caterpillars, I suspect. Beautiful pattern. Also, you can see it's covered in those really, really fine hairs and spines. It almost looks like a teddy bear, doesn't it? But don't be deceived, this is not the sort of teddy bear you want to be stroking. Each one of those hairs is actually irritating. If you stroked it, you get an awful rash on your hand. So if you see any really hairy caterpillars, don't go out and stroke them. But this little guy is obviously just marching up our door frame at the moment, and he's no doubt going to end up in our flower bed, probably nibble on some of our plants. So you're very welcome, sir. Nice to see you. I just noticed something really, really cool in the corner. Look at that beautiful, beautiful spider's web. Can you see her? Look, just here. It's like a funnel. See, there's like a funnel in there, and this is all our web here. That is the web of the common house spider. So she's not so much living in our house, but outside of our house. She's made this beautiful funnel web here, and all this webbing down here. This is where the insects get trapped, just down here, like on a net, and she'll then come scurrying out of this burrow, grab them, scoff them, and zoom back in this burrow again. In fact, if I pull this massive pot out of the way, we may even be able to find her. Right, I've got to use my daddy super strength now to try and move this rock out the way. Here we go. Whoa. Let's have a look, see if she's in here. Look. No, this is actually a different spider's web here. This is called Amarobius. Amarobius make this totally different web. See, it's really, really untidy. It's almost blue. It's really, really untidy. And she'll be tucked away inside this nook and cranny somewhere. If I lift up this massive pot, hang on, E, if you can just hold on to that for a minute, just whilst, oh no way, look at those. You see them? So I'll actually use my foot to wedge it so you can have a look too. Look at those bad boys. That is a centipede. And these guys are the wolves of our gardens. Look at him scurrying around. He's only dinky, look, he's absolutely tiny. But believe me, he packs quite a punch. If I can get hold of him, come here, my sweet. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, wow, cool. See what I'll do, because they're actually so delicate. Normally I'd pick... You got another one? Oh, wow.
And another one.
Crumbs, there's 4 of them here. It's
5, 6.
No way. Well spotted, eh? Good boy.
Really heavy.
That's a real gather. Oh, look at him. He's an absolute beauty. Hang on, let me just hold that. Now these are the... you can let it go down, hon. That's cool. These are the wolves of the garden. These guys scurrying around on all of these dozens and dozens of legs. And at the front of that body, they've got 2 massive pincers. I'd show you, but unfortunately my camera doesn't focus that close. But that front end, there's 2 massive pincers. They are venomous, meaning they contain a venom, a poison. They then bite their prey, such as woodlice and other invertebrates. And then that completely kills them, dissolves them as well, and then they digest it. What an absolute monster. So as we've turned over this whopping great big pot, there is a glorious spider. That's a house spider. I mentioned about house spiders earlier on. We found the web of an old female. This isn't an old female. If I put my finger next to her, you'll see she's actually quite dinky. These spiders are really common in Britain. And they, of course, as everyone knows, they get absolutely whopping. Look, a big female house spider could be about that big. But this is probably one of last year's babies. And she's just emerging from hibernation like everything else. So I think we'll leave her in peace. She's going to form another tubular or funnel web, probably along this edge somewhere as well, and she'll catch those woodlice that live under the stone as well. Spiders are unbelievably useful in the garden because they eat all the pests. So let's leave her be and let her make a web, and we'll carry on hunting around over there. we're now going to go over here to the pots, because underneath pots it's nice and damp, loads of leaf litter. There's normally lots of really cool beasties. Children, hit it!
You go into it.
Let's have a look.
Oh, there's a worm.
Let's have a look. Is there a
Oh,
worm?
and a
Centipede. Oh yeah, another gorgeous centipede. Ah, look, there you go. Garden classic, the earthworm. These guys, of course, they live in the soil. They slide around in the soil and they eat all of these leaves. They actually eat leaves. And what comes out of their bottom is poo. And that poo essentially is broken down leaves, which becomes the mud. So earthworms are really useful. They create the mud that we plant our plants in. Okay, let's very carefully place it down. Well done. Beautiful. Right, next one, my sweet. Let's have a look, see if anyone's down there, shall we? Yeah, let's have a look. Anyone down there?
Tiny centipede.
Oh, no way, look! Look! What is that bad boy? Look at that. Smack bang.
What is it? It's the red one.
What is it?
It's the red one.
The red one. The Red Death. If you are a woodlouse. No way. Look, I was hoping we'd see one of these. These have got to be one of my favourite spiders in Britain. Look at the size of those fangs.
Oh, wow.
Look at the size of those fangs. And that is an awesome spider. They got those seriously massive fangs. But the thing is, though, about these fangs, if I show you them in detail, those fangs aren't coincidence. Oh, bit me. Oh man, look, she's gone defensive. Look at that. Look at that defensive posture. Oh wow, look at that awesome spider. God, look at that. Look at that. Hello, beautiful. Look at those fangs. Oh wow, look at that brilliant spider. If I really carefully stroke her. Oh, look at that. Look at that defense. Look at those fangs. Right, I can show you better now with her rather than with me. Those fangs at the front there, the reason they got those massive fangs is because, of course, woodlice are covered in body armour.
Yeah.
Now, normal fangs won't go through body armour, so these guys have evolved to have these massive fangs to be able to go right in the body armour. Look at those fangs. Look, right at the end of my fingernail. Oh my goodness, look at those fangs. They are so beautiful. Oh, these have always been one of my favourite spiders since I was a little boy. But they are brilliant. But anyway, let's encourage her to run away and go back under her pot. Go, my sweet. Off you go, off you go. Bye-bye, gorgeous girl. You go and tuck yourself away.
Okay.
Excellent. Yes! We found a woodlouse spider. I'm so excited. They are without doubt one of my favourite spiders you get here in Britain. And we found one right there, right on our doorstep. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so pleased we found one. Right, I think that's all we've got time for now, right on our doorstep for Rob's Wild Adventures. But join us next time with my gorgeous girl and my gorgeous boy as we go on our next adventures. Anyway, time to go, my sweets. I think it's tea time. Cheers, bye.